So why are skills so important? I've done a video on this before about mastering skills, but why are skills in the first place so important and how can you master them? Well, if you have and go through any process of anything that you do and think about it as a skill, what that's going to do first off is shift your mindset from something that, oh, I'm not very good at this, to the mindset of, I can develop this and get this better. And that is the most important thing with anything that you do. You have a skill deficiency if you're not where you want to be with it. And so you need to operationalize. And what I mean by that is list out the certain attributes or things that you need to do to get better at that skill. So let's say, for example, you're not very good at sales. You're a level 1 out of 10 at sales. That's a skill-based thinking, first off. So I'm thinking I've got sales as a skill. And at the moment I'm at a 1 and I want to get to a 10. Well, the thing that I'm going to do first off is I'm going to list out all the attributes that I need to do to get myself to the level 10. So that might be, I need to learn how to objection handle. I need to learn how to push for the close and take payment. I need to learn the discovery phase. I need to learn how to script and follow the scripts correctly. I need to learn how to set myself up in the pre-call before the call. I need to learn how to build out pain and go on off emotion or logic. And so all of this stuff, this is all the stuff that you need to learn, and then you need to apply it and focus on making sure that you're doing all of that stuff every single day and making sure that whatever you do, you are learning and getting better at that skill. And the best way you're going to do that is first off listing and operationalizing stuff and then taking action on it and actually taking sales calls or doing, and if you're not taking sales calls, doing sales role plays. And if you're not doing sales role plays or you're not doing sales calls, then learning about it and getting better and better and better. Because if you take action on that stuff, you're going to get better at it. And this is the same with any single skill that you could ever do. And I think it's so important to think about anything that you ever want to get better at. List out the attributes that you need to do to be good at that, or all the attributes that you need, and then make sure that you are working on those every single day. And so with that in mind, any skill that you can do, you can get it to a level 10. Now, a level 10 for you might be completely different to a level 10 from somebody who's a multi-billionaire. However, they're probably working at level 1 million for that sort of skill. But what you need to remember, what you need to do is anything that you're not good at. So let's say for example, anything you want to improve on. Let's say, for example, let's take into account, let's do something along the lines of lifting weight, okay? Let's say at the moment you're at the skill of lifting weights. You're not very good at it. You're not very strong, you're not where you want to be, you haven't built enough muscle mass. Okay, well, what things do I need to do to make sure I get to a level 10 when I go to the gym and lift weight? Well, first thing I need to do is I need to lift weights consistently. I need to train all my muscle groups. I need to eat enough food to make sure that I'm putting on extra muscle over the top of the current muscle mass that I'm every time I tear my muscles. What else do I need to do? Well, I need to make sure that I hydrate sufficiently. I need to make sure that I sleep sufficiently to be able to build the muscle. Those are all things within the skill of lifting weights that you need to make sure you do. You need to make sure that you push to failure. You need to make sure that when you go to the gym, you come with the intention of lifting as much weight as possible for a set amount of sets and a set amount of reps. You need to track your lifts to make sure that you're making progress. All of these things, list out every single possible attribute, and then all you need to do is make sure that you do that stuff every single day and just tick it off. Be like, yeah, I've done all that. Simple as that. I mean, it is simple, however, not many people do it. So that's one thing I would massively recommend. If not, then categorize it into certain attributes or habits that you can do every single day. So for example, in my habit tracker, I just on there, I make sure that I've got one that says about the gym. That one, I make sure I do, and that will get me to where I want to get to with my goal. So with that in mind, guys, I hope the skill-based thinking helps you out in any way. And if you do feel like it is, hope it helps you out in any way. Implement it. Don't just learn, implement what I'm talking to you about. Give it your best go, and I can promise you that you're going to become better at those skills. When you operationalize it, list out everything that you know you need to improve on, and then get the reps in, making sure that you're doing the skill over and over and over and over again. And I guarantee you'll get better at it. All right. So as always, guys, with anything on this channel, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I am offering out some free roadmap calls for anyone that's interested or has already got SMMA. So if you are interested in that, just having a completely 30-minute call with myself, we'll hop on, we'll dive into biggest pain points, where you're trying to get to, your why behind it, and then go through the metrics of where you're currently at and where you need to, what you need to do daily to get to where you want to get to. So I hope that helps, guys. But in the meantime, as always, you know the drill. Always, always, always take action.